welcome to the class this week. This week we're going to spend a lot more time in standing whilst we're doing our Pilates. So we're really going to be working a lot on our balance and our proprioception and also a lot on our lower limbs, although we are going to be working a little bit with the band or some resistance through our arms as well. So let's start by getting ourselves really nicely warmed up. We're going to take our feet hip distance apart, and remember the best way to do that is take your feet together, heels out, toes out, and we're back into that nice hip distance apart position with our feet. So find that spinal neutral position, so you tilt your pelvis backwards and you tilt your pelvis forwards, and we do that a couple of times, just starting to get slowly bigger with the movements as we get going. And we find that midpoint between those two extremes of movement, and we get that feeling of really pulling in through those deep tummy muscles. So remember, like I've said before, you've got that low slung belt on, we're just pulling in a couple of notches on that belt. Pulling up through our pelvic floor, really trying to get that feeling of just pulling up nicely through the pelvic floor, and a little bit of activation through our bottom will help our pelvic floor muscles work. Really nice position with our shoulders well away from our ears, and really thinking about that string pulling ourselves up towards the ceiling. And get that feeling of your shoulder blades coming down into your spine, so we get that nice broad feeling through the front of our chest, and we widen through the shoulders. Okay, nice and light through those hands. And we'll slowly start to get ourselves in a nice warmed up position. So we're just going to come up with the arms to shoulder height. We're going to come out nice and wide. We're going to breathe in, breathe out, come back to center. Palms together, turn, push down, and then push all the way up to the ceiling. Release the arms down and come all the way back down, slow and controlled. Good, excellent. So from there, what we're then going to do is just roll one shoulder back, roll the other shoulder back really nicely, and then both shoulders back. So we get that really nice movement through the shoulders. Let's do that once more. Single, and then a single, both shoulders together. Lovely. And then we're going to come up to the middle again. We're going to open, feel that nice stretch into the front of our chest. Still in our spinal neutral position, we come back to center. Palms come into middle, we press, we turn, we push down. We're getting a little bit of activation through our shoulder blade area, but we're still in our spinal neutral position as we lift up through the arms, and then we come down. Good. One shoulder roll, other shoulder roll, both shoulders together. Excellent. Last time. So we come up into the middle, we come down. Good. We push up. Nice. And we let the arms come all the way down. We're going to come up into that middle position. We're going to come up onto our toes. So we're just going to test our balance a little bit. As we rotate round one way, come back to center, and then we go round the other way. Lovely. And then back to center. Stand your toes if you can. Round we go. So we're working nicely on that balance. Lovely. And then round the other side. One more on each side. So we start to open up through the shoulders. Good. Last time. Round you go. Good. Now come back to center. Palms together and heels down slowly. Now let's see if we can get a little bit more rotation here. So from here we're then going to start to float our arm around and take our head with us. So we start to get a little bit more rotation and a bit more movement through the chest. So we go the other way, take your head with you, breathing in and breathing out. A couple more if you can. Around you go. Breathe in, breathe out. Lovely, and again. Excellent. And then back to center, relax those arms down. Then we're going to go through the walking phase of our legs. So we go up onto our toes on one side, push down with our heels, up onto our toes on the other side. So we start to walk through those feet. So really important as we're doing this walking process that we're staying nice and upright and not collapsing to one side. So it's really easy as you're doing this just to collapse to one side and lean into the movement. But I want you to really think about that string through the top of your head, keeping it nice and level. So imagine that you've got torch lights on the front of your pelvis there, and those torch lights are looking directly in front. And we're breathing in and we're breathing out. Excellent. And we're just going to take the elbows by our side. We've got a little gap between our sides and our elbows. And we're just going to come out to the side, back to the middle, out to the side, back to the middle. We go again. Breathing, side and middle. We go out, up, turn, back down, middle, out, up, turn, back down. Good. Out you go, up we go, turn and back down. Last one, here we go. Keep going with your legs, keep concentrating on those legs. Brilliant. Now keep the legs going and just relax down through the arms. So up nice and tall. I'm really trying to get that feeling of rolling down through the feet as well. Knees are placed over those middle toes. We've got 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Okay, so let's take our feet now a little bit more hip distance apart. Knees are still sitting over our middle toes, and we're going to come down into our squat and back up. We come down into the squat and we come back up. Stick your bottom out. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. Now we've got that squat, we're going to hold it there. And we're just going to do some really small little pulses, trying to really get some work through those legs and through the bottom muscles. We're going to do 4, 3, 2, 1. We then transfer the weight across and we come up into that knee flexion and we hold. Nice and relaxed through the shoulders. We come down into that squat. We do 4 squats. That's good. 3, breathe. 2 and 1, and then we're going to come across, slow, controlled. Get that nice balance, squeeze up through that bottom. Don't let yourself fall. Good. Here we go. 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Transfer the weight across, come up, slow and controlled. Perfect. Here we go. Last time. 4 squats. 3, 2, 1. Come across, slow, controlled. Come up into that knee flexion and hold and balance. Keep your balance there. Perfect. So take feet down. And now let's just take our feet a bit wider. So we're in our plie squat and we're going to turn our feet outwards. And we're going to come down just a little bit lower and come up slowly. So we come down into that squat, up, slow and controlled. Down you go, breathe. Good. Now this time we're just going to slide the hands down just past the knees. And then we're just going to take the hands down a little bit lower if we can, down towards our ankles. Hold on to those ankles if you can and just transfer your weight from side to side. So we start to get a little bit of an opening up feeling through the hips. Perfect. Come back to middle, place your hands down onto the floor. Slowly see if you can extend up through those knees. Roll yourself up slowly. Come all the way up to the top. Breathe in, breathe out. Here we go down into that plie squat again. So we're going to do 4, a little bit deeper. Knees really pushed out over those middle toes. Well done. 2 more. Brilliant. Last one. Hands come down. Sink ourselves down, come forwards. Hands come down to those ankles. Roll yourself from side to side. Get that really good stretch. Hands come forwards. Just walk forwards a little bit. Walk back to middle. Hold the hands there. Push yourself up. Come up nice and tall. All the way up. Let's do that once more. So we go down into that squat. 4 plie squats. On our 4th this time, we're going to do some small bounces. So we really work through those legs. 2 more. Good. This one we hold. So we're just going to do those little bounces, working into those squats. And if you can, while you're here, go onto your toes. Work hard through those legs. Perfect. So we've got 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Heels down. Last time down with that stretch through the hips. Get those hands down to those ankles. Shift that weight side to side. Hands come to middle. Push yourself up. Extend through those knees. Roll yourself up. Come up. Get that lovely stretch all the way down. Last time into those squats. We're doing 4 slowly, and 3. Good. 2 more. Knees still over those little toes. String through the top of your head as you come up. Little pulses. Go up onto your toes. Hold yourself in those pulses. 4 and 3. Breathe. 2 and 1. Heels down. Slowly up. Nice and controlled. Bring the feet now back to your hip distance apart. And we're going to roll ourselves down slowly through the spine, getting that really nice Pilates peel done to get that good stretch into the back of the legs. Breathe in, breathe out, come back up. Remember, you're stacking each little vertebrae one on top of each other. Do that again. So chin to chest, roll yourself down. Get that lovely stretch into the back of the legs. Hold it there. Breathe in, breathe out. Roll yourself back up. Good, so you should start to feel a little bit warmer. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of work standing on one leg again. Okay, so we take that weight onto that one side, we're up really tall, and we're just going to tap toes in front, to the side, and then behind. Back to the side, front, off we go again. Brilliant. Let's go a bit faster. You can bend this supported leg a little bit if you want to. Side, front, side, behind. Good. Brilliant. Now, to really work on your proprioception here, that balance, see if you can do this with your eyes shut. So we go middle, front, and it's quite difficult. And again, see if you can have your eyes shut, side, behind, side, in front. Last one, good. And then hold in front. Hold yourself there, and then just do a sweeping circle all the way around. Sweeping circle all the way back. Good stuff. Round you go. Lovely. And then round back to the front. Good. Last one, sweep round. And then back to centre. Now this leg is going to step in front. Okay, and we're going to come into our lunge. So we lunge down, we can see those toes in front of us. And coming down into that lunge. And we're squeezing back up. Down we go. Knees just dropping in a nice straight line. Right over those middle toes at the front. Dropping right down towards the floor. Nice and central. You're on your toes on that back leg. We're going to hold it there. We're going to do those pulses. 4 and 3, 2 and 1. And we're going to push ourselves up. And then we're just going to bring ourselves back a little bit. Straighten that back leg. Front leg is in a bent position. You're going to get that really nice calf stretch. Perfect. Hold that there. Keep it there. Good. And then come back up slowly and take the weight onto the other leg. Get yourself in a really nice balanced position. Remember, we're really working through that bottom muscle to hold ourselves in a good position. Go side, behind, in front. Good. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. Well done. That's good. Start to go a little bit faster. Remember, you can bend that supported leg if you need to. Round you go. And then have a go at doing this on this side with your eyes shut. Okay, so shut those eyes. Go middle, front, middle, behind. Go as fast as you can with your eyes shut. It's hard work. Really good for the balance, really good for that proprioception. Good. Last one. And then bring that foot back round to the front. Open your eyes and then just slide that leg round. Slide that leg back. Slide round. Breathe. Slide back round. Good. Couple more. Perfect. Back you go. Last one. Here we go. All the way around. And back. Good. So we're going to do the other leg this time. So this leg goes behind us. And we're going to come down into our little lunge. So remember, we're on our toes on that back foot. Foot is flat in that front leg. Knees going over your middle toes. We're going up. Now we're going down. Really good. Still working through that core. Thinking of that string pulling us up towards the ceiling, breathing in and breathing out. Excellent, let's hold it down there, do some small pulses, really working through that leg. It's 4 and 3, 2 and 1. That heel on that back foot flattens down, so that foot's down onto the floor. This front knee, we're going to bend that knee so we get that stretch into our calf muscle. Make sure your foot's facing forwards in a really good position. Just tuck your bottom under you a little bit. Come up nice and tall. Breathe in. Breathe out. You should feel that stretch into the back of the leg where you often get quite tight in your calf muscles. Good. Okay, bring your legs back together. So I'm just going to grab my loop band. And if you haven't got a loop band, you don't have to do this with a loop band. You can do it without a band or any resistance, or if you want to, you can have a weight in each hand. So you could even just hold 2 tins of beans, something that type of weight, one in each hand, just to give yourself a little bit of resistance if you want to. So we start in our really good position. We're working our core. That band goes around our wrists, and all we start to do is just push out to the side, back to middle. We go out to the side, back to middle. Now here we're just working through the shoulders. You must get that feeling of your shoulders well away from your ears, and that really nice feeling of your shoulder blades down into the middle of your spine. Good. And we're going to start to make it a little bit harder, because we're then going to transfer our weight onto one leg. So pushing out to the side, back to middle. Good. Out you go. Back to middle. 4 more. Good. 3. Breathe. 2. Good. 1. And pop that foot down. Okay. Take the elbows into a bent position. So you need a little bit of a gap between the elbows and the side muscles here. Okay, and all we're going to do to start with is just come out to the side and back to centre. So we're starting to get the rotator cuff muscles working quite nicely. I'm going to go back onto standing on that one leg. So we're having to think about something else as well. I'm going to think about working our bottom muscle. Good. Shoulders are well away from your ears. And you're working nicely here through those shoulder muscles. Good. Pushing it out. Breathe, come back. Excellent work. Lovely. We've got 4 more. Good. 3. It's hard work for your bottom as well. 2. Good. And 1. And rest that foot down. Okay, then we have the elbows by our side. We push out, and then we're just going to come up just to around shoulder height. We're going to come back down, elbows by our side. Relax. Okay, back onto that one leg. Here we go. Go out, come up, come back down, and we relax. This is hard work on your arms. You're doing really well. If you want to take the band away, you can do so. Come up, good. Come down, and in. Good. Out we go. Come up, breathe. Good. 2 more. So we go out, up you go. Nice. Back down. Last one. Push. Come up. Back down. And stop. Okay, from there, we're just going to roll ourselves down. Chin goes to chest. Let's give ourselves a nice stretch. Let those hands just flop down towards the floor. Hold yourself there. Get that lovely stretch into the spine. Breathe in, breathe out. Roll ourselves back up. Nice and slowly. Take your ear down one way. Get that good stretch into the shoulder and into those neck muscles. Go the other way. Loosen up nicely. Take the arms forwards. Let your head drop. Good. Take the arms behind you. Look up towards the ceiling so you get that nice stretch into the spine and the neck, and relax. Good stuff. Okay, so same thing. Hands go by our sides here, and this time we're going to go onto our other leg. Okay, so we're going to get our balance. ourselves into a really good position. It's straight arms to start with, out to the side, back to the middle. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. Remember, you can be doing this with weights, but make sure you're standing on one leg because it makes it a little bit more challenging. You're having to work on that balance as well as working through those shoulder muscles. Good work. Excellent. So we've got 4 more. Breathe. 3. Good. 2. And 1. Now stay on that leg. Don't come down for a rest this time. Elbows out. We push out to the side. Back to middle. Side. Middle. Good. This is hard work. Breathe. This is really good for the shoulder muscles. Really good for the balance. 2 more. Good. Last one. Excellent. Stay on that leg. It's hard work. If you need to just put your toes down just for a second before we go, do so. Rest that bottom. Then we're going to go out and then back up. Back down to middle and drop. Stay on the one leg if you can. Up we go. Back down. Middle. Good. This is hard work. You need to rest at any time. Do so. Well done. We've got 2 more. Up. Good. Down you come. Good. Last one. Out we go. Up. Good. Back down. Rest and have a march through those legs and loosen off. Right, we're going to work those legs a little bit more now. So that band now is going to go around your ankles, okay? So slip that around your ankles so we've got a bit of resistance. And if you haven't got a band, don't worry, you can do these exercises without. Get a little bit of resistance there so you're pushing out on your feet a little bit, okay? Then all we're going to do is up nice and tall. We're going to stand on our other leg that we've just been resting. Come up nice and tall. I'm just going to take that leg out to the side, back to centre. Side, centre. This is really hard work through those legs. It's quite hard work doing your Pilates in standing. A lot of standing work is hard work through those muscles. You're doing really well. Breathing in, breathing out. Really important that you are working through your core. Good. So we've got 4, 3, good. 2, 1, and come back to centre. Come forwards with the band, go behind you. Good. Come forwards and behind. Excellent. Forwards and behind. Come back to centre, pop that foot down. Good work. Okay, weight onto the other leg. Up nice and tall. I'm going to take that band out, centre, out you go, and centre. Really working through those glute muscles. Keep going. Good. Excellent. Good stuff. Good. 2 more. Squeeze and back. Last one. And back. Okay. Working hard through that bottom. We then go forwards with the band and behind. Squeeze. So you're really working through the big bottom muscle there. We come forwards. We go behind. Forwards. Behind. Good work. Doing really well. Forwards. Behind. I can really feel that in my bottom muscle. 2 more. That's 1. Last one. Forwards, behind, centre, and have a rest through that bottom area. Let's stretch down, chin to chest, roll ourselves down, get all the way down there, take that band out, grab hold of the band, breathe in, breathe out, roll yourself back up, tuck your bottom underneath you, come all the way up to the top, stretch. Release down through the arms. Well done. That was really hard work in standing there, you did really well. Excellent. Okay, so we're going to do even more glute work now, you'll be pleased to know. So you're going to go onto all fours. We're going to make sure those hands are underneath our shoulders and our knees are underneath our hips. We're going to get ourselves in that spinal neutral position, so just tilt the pelvis under and back to neutral, and then out of neutral. So we're tilting the pelvis backwards and forwards. Find that midpoint between those two extremes of that pelvic movement and get that feeling of just pulling up through those deep tummy muscles. Make sure those shoulders are well away from your ears, and we've got that nice long feeling through our neck, and we've got that feeling of that third eye on our forehead looking straight down towards the floor. Okay? So from here we're going to take our right knee off the mat, and we're going to come up into a flex knee position, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to bring that knee underneath us, hover the knee off the floor, and then push up again towards the ceiling. So here you need to just watch what's happening to your back. Breathe in, breathe out, lift up and back down. Good. Squeeze up. And this is working that glute muscle, the big glute muscle. Keep those eyes looking down. Squeeze that foot up towards the ceiling and then come down. Hover that knee off the floor. You're doing really well. That leg that we're balancing on, we're going to keep nice and straight, not leaning to that one side, so we're having to work quite hard on the leg that we're balancing on. Good, and then we're going to hold at the top. So we come up, we hold, and we're going to do our little pulses. So we push that foot up towards the ceiling. Keep going, doing really well. This is hard work through your glute. You should feel that in the bottom. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Then come down, hover that knee, and then squeeze up again. Good. Come down, hover, squeeze up. 2 more if you can. Well done, you're doing really well. Keep working through those deep tummy muscles. Last one, and then we're going to do our 5 pulses. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come down. Ooh, lean backwards. Get that stretch. And then come back up slowly. Good, let's do the same on the other side. So take the weight onto the right leg, our left leg comes up. Come up into that flex knee position. Third eye looking down, long through the head. We come down, we hover that knee off the floor, and then we push up towards the ceiling, not letting our spine come out of its neutral position. Perfect. We push up. Brilliant. And down. Really hard work through those glutes. Lovely. Excellent. Breathing in, breathing out. Let's hold this time, so we hold it there, and we're going to do those little pulses, pushing that foot up towards the ceiling. Good stuff. Excellent. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knee comes under, hover, and then push up. Good. Come under, and then push up. Good. Under you go. And squeeze up. 2 more. You should be really feeling that in your bottom. Doing really well. Last one. Hold it there. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And down. Oh, you can really feel that in those glute muscles. Just stretch out for a few seconds. Get that good stretch there. Good. Right, let's take ourselves back onto all fours. Knees are apart. And we're going to take ourselves into a little bent elbow press up. So our eyes come down towards the floor. We push ourselves back up to the top. So we come down slowly. And then we push ourselves back up. So really important here that you're working those core muscles. Bending through the elbows. Breathe in, breathe out. Push up. Good. And again. Nice. Keep going. We've got 2 more. Here we go. It's 1. Push push up. Last one, really strong. Keep pulling up through those deep tummy muscles. Make sure you're in that spinal neutral position. Back up to center. Good. Okay, so from here, we're going to go back into our bent knee position. From that bent knee position, we're going to straighten that leg away from us. And then we're going to lift. And we're going to take the toes to the floor. We lift, toes to the floor, lift, toes to the floor. Good. So it's strong. It's a small movement. It's not too big. So you're not swaying through your back, keeping yourself in a really good position. Got 5. Breathe. 4. Good. 3. 2. Good. 1. And switch. So again, loads of bottom work. If you need to just come up, shake out through the wrists, then do so. And if it's too much on your wrist, remember you can go onto your fists. Okay, perfect. The other side. Into your bent knee position. Straighten that leg. Pulse up, toes to the floor. Squeeze up, back. Good stuff. Up and back. Keep going, doing really well. Perfect. That's good. And breathe. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax down. Just go into those little pulses. Here we go. Small pulses. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Good. And relax down. And relax the bottom a bit more. Good. So that was working your big bottom muscle. And then we're going to go onto our side and we're going to work through our glute med, which is more on the side there. So you will need your head cushion here. Get yourself in a good position with that cushion between your shoulder and your ear. We're going to go into our clam position. So remember, best way to do this is to take your feet off the floor. If you want to pop your hand on the side here, you can do. And all we're going to do is just lift up to the top. Okay, from there we're going to come down really slow and controlled. So it's really important that you're thinking about pulling those side muscles off the floor. So we've got that small gap. Slowly down, breathing in and breathing out. Good. Now at the top this time, we're going to come up to the top and we're going to turn. We're going to bring our knee down to touch that bottom knee, and then we're going to come back and we're going to hold that clam at the top. We're going to turn, and then we're going to come up and hold our feet together. Good. We're going to turn, and then we're going to bring our feet together. Well done, you're doing really well. And again, we should start to feel that in that bottom muscle on this outside here. Good work. Good. Couple more if you can. Good. Up to the top. Well done. Down. And then hold at the top there. And we're going to do those little pulses, really squeezing through that bottom. Got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're going to relax down and just stretch out a little bit through that bottom that we've just worked. Okay, so from this position, we're going to have our knees bent. We're going to take that top arm down on the floor. I'm going to slide that arm, and we're just going to take that elbow back so we get that good stretch. And then when we're there, we're going to open up. We can take our head with us a little bit as well. Breathe in, breathe out. Bring the arm back in one swoop. Take the palm down to the floor. Slide. So we start to get that rotational feeling of that upper part of your spine. Take your head with you. Open up so we get that really nice stretch into the front of the chest. And then swoop back down. Nice. Slide. Get that rotation of the chest. So your chest starts to look up towards the ceiling. And then rotate. Brilliant. Let's do that again. Come back down. A couple more of these. So we get that really nice stretch through the upper part of our back. Slide, open. See if you can just go a bit further. Make sure your tummy button's still looking forwards. Breathe Here we go, last one. Slide. So that chest starts to rotate, our head goes with us, we open up. That chest looking up towards the ceiling, keep your tummy button looking forwards, breathing in, breathing out, and swoop that arm back down. Excellent. Let's sit ourselves up in the middle here. Bring ourselves up into sitting. And let's just take our legs forwards. Let's just give ourselves a really nice stretch in the middle here. Take our arms up, nice and tall. Come into that side stretch. Breathe in, breathe out, come back to center. Over to the other side. Good. Back to center. And then relax down, slow and controlled. Let's get our roll down going. So we go chin to chest. Take our hands down those legs. Get that nice stretch into the back of your legs. Hold it there. Breathe in, breathe out. Roll back up slowly. Come all the way up, slow and controlled. All the way up to the top. And then let the arms relax down. Let's do that stretch again. So we go chin to chest. We get that rolling down feeling. Hands come down the legs. Grab hold of those toes if you can, or go close as you can to those toes. Breathe in, breathe out. Roll yourself back up. Slow and controlled. All the way up to the top. I'm going to do this once more. So you're up tall, chin goes to chest. We start that roll down. Hands come down towards your toes. Hold it there. Breathe in, breathe out. And slowly roll yourself back up. Slow and controlled. All the way up. And then relax down with those arms. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to switch sides. So we're going to go into that clam position to start with, onto our sides. Get your head in a good position, remember? Brilliant. So pillow gets between our head and our shoulder. Take our feet off the floor and we start by just lifting and then lowering. So remember, we're pulling up through that waist, breathing in and breathing out. Nice. Slow and controlled. We're thinking about pulling up through that deep glute muscle on the side here. So that's your glute med. Breathing in and breathing out. And we hold at the top like we did on the other side. Take your feet apart and turn. Knee touches that underneath knee. And then we come up and we're in the top of that clam again. So we come down. And then we come up and hold our feet together. We come down. And we come up. Really thinking about control. Good. Brilliant work. It's good. Good. Well done. A couple more if we can. That's good. We'll make this one the last one. So we come down, touch that knee, come up to the top, hold. Let's do our pulses. So we do a few pulses at the top there, really squeezing through that bottom. We've got 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Come down, take that knee over, give that bottom a good rest. Well done. So knees stacked one on top of each other, palm comes down to the floor. And we slide, and we take that elbow up, we get that rotation. When we're there, we're just going to open up, get that really nice opening up feeling through your chest. Breathe in, breathe out, and scoop the arm all the way back over. Should be a really nice stretch, so slide, elbow comes into the chest, we open, so you get that rotation now through the chest, and then you open up through the arm. Get that lovely stretch into the front of your chest. Breathe in, breathe out, and come all the way back down. Good, and again. Rotate. Should feel really good. Open. Get that nice stretch into the chest. Take your head with you. Keep that tummy button looking forwards as you scoop that arm back down. Let's do a couple more. So we slide. Good. Open. Good. Should feel really nice. And we're going to do our last one now. Here we go. Slide. Good. Open yourself up. Breathe. we've worked our glute muscles massively today, so you might be feeling that tomorrow. So we're going to give ourselves a really nice stretch through our bottom. So we're going to take that right foot forwards, left foot just behind us, so in that good sitting position. And we're going to bring our chest slowly over this front knee here, okay? And we're going to lengthen through our arms if we can. So we just get a little bit of movement through that hip. Good, we're going to hold ourselves there. And we're going to take some really nice big deep breaths in and out. And if you can, you're going to walk your hands towards that foot a little bit. Get more of a stretch into your hip muscle and into that hip joint. Good. I'm going to hold that there. And then we're going to come back over again, that chest just coming over that front knee. We're just going to see if we can walk our hands forwards just a little bit more. So we get that really good stretch into that hip and that bottom muscle that you've just worked really hard in. Good, walk your hands back up, take that hand behind you, come up really tall and then really lift yourself up. So you're getting a little bit of stretch in the hip flex from the other side and we get that nice stretch into those back muscles. Breathe in and breathe out, come down slowly. Slow and controlled. Let's give those hips a little bit more of a stretch, those feet come together. And I'm just going to rock those knees side to side. And I'm just going to push onto those knees up nice and tall, don't let your posture collapse, you get that good stretch into those hips. Should feel really good. Breathe in and breathe out. Good, so let's switch sides. So other leg comes in front, this leg comes behind. And remember that first stretch. Chest comes over that knee if we can. Go as far as you can. Ease yourself down, get that good stretch into those glute muscles. Walk your hands a little bit further forward, take your head right over that knee if you can. Breathe in and breathe out. And then walk your hand, if you can, to your foot. If you're like me, I'm quite stiff here, so that will just give you a really good stretch into that hip. Hold that there. Breathe in, breathe out, come back, take that chest back over that knee. Make the head drop, walk your hands forwards just a little bit more. Feel that stretch into the hip. Breathe in and breathe out. Take that hand behind you. Push yourself up, so get that good stretch. Reach over. Get that stretch also into your hip here. Hold yourself there, breathe in, breathe out, and then slowly come down. Well done, you've just worked really hard. Give our bottom muscles a really good stretch. Let's just take ourselves back onto all fours. Take our feet underneath us and just give ourselves a really good stretch into the back of those legs. Walk your hands just a little bit closer to your feet so you get that good stretch into the back of your legs. Hold yourself there. If you want to do a little bit of walking through those feet, quite nice just to really mobilise through those muscles. And then hold yourself there. Push those feet down towards the floor. Walk those hands a little bit closer to your feet. Start that reverse roll up. So from here we're going to roll up slowly all the way up to the top. Well done everyone, you've done really well. Okay, so let's just work our glutes a little bit more now onto the floor. So I've got a little head mat there and I'm going to place that band again around my thighs. So again, it doesn't matter if you haven't got a band, you don't need to worry too much. Flatten that band out. Get that right between the thighs, come onto your back, get your head supported nicely with that cushion. Okay, so nice and wide through the collarbones. You're still in your spinal neutral position, so if you're not sure about that, tilt the pelvis backwards and forwards and do that a couple of times and then get yourself pulling in through those deep tummy muscles, activating a little bit through your bottom and pulling up through your pelvic floor. Nice and relaxed through those arms. So our feet are hip distance apart. Remember, if you're not sure how to do that, feet go together, heels apart, toes apart. Weight nice and even through the feet, and we've got a little bit of resistance on that band. I'm going to keep that resistance there. Just bring your feet a tiny bit closer to your bottom. Breathe in, and as we breathe out, we tilt the pelvis backwards and we roll the spine off the floor. We're going to hold ourselves there, we're going to squeeze through the bottom muscles, and then we're going to breathe in, and as we breathe out, we roll ourselves down, slow and controlled. keeping our legs pushed out against that band. Good. Let's do that again. So we tilt backwards, we roll up, slow and controlled, we get to the top, relax through those arms, we breathe in, squeezing through the bottom, breathe in, breathe out, slowly roll yourself segment by segment all the way down through the spine, down to the floor. And again, squeeze up, breathe in, breathe out, get to the top, hold it there, breathe in, breathe out, roll yourself down, slow and controlled. On the next one, we're going to go up to the top of our bridge. So breathe in, exhale, breathe out, get to the top, squeeze up through the bottom, go up onto your toes, hold yourself there, keep yourself really strong, breathe in, breathe out, heels come down to the floor, and then we roll ourselves down through the spine, still keeping a little bit of resistance on that band. Let's do it again. So we go up to the top, get to the top, squeeze through your bottom, up onto your toes, hold, keep yourself really strong, breathe in, and then breathe out, heels come down to the floor, and then we roll ourselves down slow and controlled. Good. Now keep your feet on the floor this time. With that band there, we're just going to push that knee out to the side, and then we're going to bring our knee back to centre, and then we're going to take both knees out to the sides. We've got a bit of resistance, and we're going to bring the knees back together, and then we're just going to take that left knee out to the side. Don't let it ping back, control against that resistance band. Both knees out to the side. Breathe in, breathe out, back to centre, right knee, good, control. Remember your tummy button's looking straight up towards the ceiling, and we're still in that spinal neutral position, still in that really nice position through our shoulders, both knees together, so get that stretch into our hip, but it's control against that band on the way back. The left knee out to the side, slow and controlled, tummy button stays looking up, back to centre. Both knees out to the side, breathe in, breathe out. Good. And last one, single leg out to the side. And then we're going to come back to centre. Good. And we're going to go up into half tabletop, and we're going to do an alternating knee lift, so getting a little bit of resistance against that band. Good. So we come up and down. Good. Well done. That's nice and controlled. Still in that spinal neutral position. Breathing in and breathing out. Well done. Now on the next one, we're going to hold ourselves in that half tabletop. So we've still got the band there. We're in half tabletop. Then we go out to the side, back to the centre. Foot comes back down. So half tabletop position. Out we go, a little bit of resistance with that band, back to centre, back down. Well done. So we're working quite hard through those bottom muscles still, just like we were in standing. Good, and down. Come up, out we go, centre and down. Couple more. Good. Last one, up you go. Out we go, centre and back down. Well done. Take that band out, just sit that down and rest that down by your side. We will need the band just in a little while. Okay, excellent. So from here, we're just going to work our abdominals a little bit more. So we're going to bring ourselves up into single tabletop, then we're going to engage through those deep tummy muscles as we bring ourselves up into that double tabletop position. We're going to start with our toe taps, slow and controlled, working through those tummy muscles. And then we're going to start to go a little bit faster. If you feel like you've got control there, you can go quite fast. We're going to go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, holding tabletop. Okay, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold. 6, this is the last set. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold. and just flex through those knees for a second. Well done. So then we're going to add another exercise, and then we're going to combine the two. So we go tabletop, relax through the arms, and we're just going to push away. Remember, like we're just pushing that switch on the wall. So we push and back. Get the arms above. Do that small circle as we extend through the leg. Now if that's quite hard work, you can push your foot up more towards the ceiling. But if you can, really get that feeling of pushing as though your foot's just pushing on a little switch on that side wall. Arms if you can, little circle, nice and controlled. Well done. Go for 4 more. 4 and 3. 2 more. Well done. Last one. Excellent. And hug those knees into your chest. Just rock those knees side to side and give yourself a nice stretch through your back. Excellent. And then from there, we're just going to roll ourselves up into sitting. And we're going to hold on to our legs and we're going to roll ourselves back down. This is a really nice massage through your back as you come back up. Keep your feet off the floor, roll back down, come back up, feet off the floor, and roll back down. And again, up you go. Nice and balanced. Now, whilst you're there, have a go at cycling. So we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, feet down. Hug those knees, give yourself a really good stretch. And then from there, roll yourself down segment by segment through the spine and give yourself a good stretch. Breathe in, breathe out, roll yourself back up, all the way up, come up tall, and then roll slowly down, all the way down to the floor. Do that a couple more times. Chin towards chest, roll up, come up tall, roll down, good. Last one, all the way up. Breathe in, breathe out, come all the way up. Bend through the knees and flex and relax down through the spine. Well done in the abdominal section.